So this year is the election year, Kamala Harris versus Donald Trump. Who do you think will win?
I think Donald Trump.
Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Okay, who do you want to win?
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, because I love black people and he want to do good for all over the world, not only America.
Okay, in what ways have you seen Donald Trump say that he likes black people and he wants to support black people and do good for the whole world?
Yeah, because when I see a lot of video hanging with the people, yeah, he don't care like to stay together with the people, like talking to people, and also love music, like black music, like rappers.
And what's the worst thing about the USA? Their worst influence in the world?
Because they're forcing people to do what they want people to do, like for example, gay people.
What do you mean?
Bro, come on, man. Like LGBT. Yeah. Like they go to your country and they force you have to accept that. That's not right.
So you don't think LGBT people should be accepted, or?
I think no.
No? What do you mean by that?
No, man is man, woman is woman.
The US election is taking place this year. Kamala Harris versus Donald Trump. Who do you think will win?
Oh, I hope Kamala Harris. If I could vote in the American election, she'd have my vote for sure, hands down.
Okay, and why is that?
Because she has common sense, she's sane, and I don't think she didn't incite anarchy on the Capitol Hill, so I think that's enough said right there.
Okay, fair enough. Do you want to expand on anything you think about Donald Trump?
I think if you hear him say anything, he speaks for himself.
Okay. Best influence that the USA has had in the world?
You know, I would say historically they've defended democracy worldwide. You know, it's been very good for the West, especially as a Canadian, to have them as a global hegemon internationally. So I think that is probably the best thing that they've done, and hopefully we'll see them continue to do that. Whoever wins the next presidency, I hope they uphold that.
There's one thing you could change about the USA. What would it be?
Vote for Kamala Harris. This election shouldn't be so tight. That's one thing I would change. I don't think it should be, we shouldn't be on razor thin margins here. It's so obvious to the rest of the world, and I hope that the United States is listening and that they make the right choice.
How do you think the election will go?
Actually, I have no idea, but I guess maybe Donald Trump.
What are your thoughts on both of them?
Whoever be the president, they will not be very kind to China.
Why do you think that will be the case, that whoever becomes president in the US will not be nice to China?
Because actually USA is the strongest country in the world, and in latest years I think USA take China as their enemies and we have trade war. So I don't think either of them to be the president will be kind of us.
Too competitive between the two countries.
Yeah.
Kamala Harris versus Donald Trump. What are your thoughts on each of them?
Well, I feel like it's really difficult to say. I feel like obviously Trump is not a great representative of America, unlike Kamala Harris, but I feel like it's difficult to say who's going to win just based on like the swing states and just what their policies are.
Is there someone that you prefer who you'd like to win?
Kamala,
Okay.
definitely.
Why is that?
I just feel like she's a better representative of like America as a whole in comparison to Trump.
Okay. In what ways is she a better representative of America?
She isn't just like a standard white old man, which I feel like Trump just embodies, and well, which he is. And so I feel like Kamala will be able to reach a much broader range of people, unlike Trump, who's mostly focused on just rich people.
I'm going to push back on that white old comment just quickly. White old man, this is something that comes up a lot. Why is that such a big deal? Like, we usually value age and experience. Why is that now seen as something that's wrong?
Because in most countries you have a retirement age, and he's definitely past that. So I feel like if there's like a retirement age for a reason, he should probably enjoy his retirement.
But if somebody is still competent in what they're doing, do you think they should have to retire?
I completely agree. They shouldn't have to retire if they don't want to, but I also feel if you're representing a large group of people, you should focus on like the youth of the country rather than the older generations, which maybe is controversial.
Okay.
But they're the ones leading the country rather than the elderly people.
Fair enough. What's something you think is a positive or the best impact that the USA has in the world?
Probably their political status. As someone who studied American history, just like the power they have as a country is something that no other country can deny, and they do dictate a lot of like what happens in the world and what becomes popular, which I think is not always a good thing, but I do think it's like a really positive impact that they can have.
This election year, Kamala Harris versus Donald Trump. Who do you think will win?
That's a good question. I think this is the first time I feel like it's a big toss-up. I don't know. I think after the assassination attempt, probably Trump.
Who do you want to win?
Personally, I don't care.
Who do you like most? What do you think about Kamala Harris and Donald Trump?
I don't think I like either of them. I think they're like every other politician, honestly. They're all the same.
What do you think is the best influence of the USA on the world?
I guess freedom of speech. Yeah, that.
Who do you think will win out of Kamala Harris and Donald Trump?
Kamala Harris.
I don't know who they are, I'll be honest.
She thinks Kamala Harris too. You know Donald Trump.
Okay. Who do you want to win?
Neither. I don't think they can bring anything to the table.
Okay, fair enough.
Barack Obama, please. Come back.
You do want that. What do you think of Donald Trump and Kamala Harris?
I thought Donald Trump was going to jail. Was he not?
He's not going to jail.
Oh, okay.
Most likely not.
Well, then that's what I think. I think he should be in jail.
Okay, you think he's a criminal and should be in jail?
Is that the same guy that was taking money out of something or something, got shot in the ear?
Yeah, he's that
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it Donald Trump?
That was Donald Trump.
Yeah,
there was
okay.
an assassination attempt on his
Yes,
life.
okay, yes. No, I just think he's still building his wall that was never going to be built. So it's false promises yet again. Not that it should be a promise, it's a bad thing. We don't want the wall.
Okay. It's effectively Kamala Harris versus Donald Trump. What are your thoughts on them?
I think that Trump has a great shot, even though Biden's out of the question. My doubts, my skepticism is just about Kamala Harris is obviously a better candidate than Biden. I think we know that. But my only doubts is that she didn't really earn the nomination. Biden did, obviously, but she's in such a unique position that she didn't need to. So my only qualms is if she is properly ready for the task. I think she is definitely up to it, but I think it's just so close right now, don't you think? Yeah.
Is there someone that you prefer of the two to win?
I'd go Kamala Harris, definitely,
Okay.
because Trump, looking at what he's done, I think people have been so quick to forget about the January 4 insurrection and how he's basically stacked the Supreme Court, you know, with a conservative majority that he's basically able to use them to get him out of his crimes. And I think people are just very quick to forget that. What I've noticed is people only compare him and Biden's policies and what they did while they're in office, and they kind of just excuse the rhetoric that he's used and what he's actually said to, you know, split people up and become really polarized. But I guess you can do the exact same thing with a lot of past presidents, just judge them by their policies and what they've really achieved. So it's really hard to judge it. I definitely prefer Harris because I just don't want to see more erosion of democracy that we've seen so far with Trump. I don't want to see, you know, another potential coup or him using the powers of the presidency for his own benefit.
In terms of the current political situation in the US, who do you think will win?
I'm not gonna lie, I personally would not side with either. I'm not informed well enough to say who would win. However, I would say they're both as bad as each other, essentially. Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Essentially because it's kind of like my moral basis for what I'm saying is looking at what's going on in Palestine right now. There is a lot of pretense since October the 7th, what's been happening in Palestine. It's been like almost 11 months, and from neither of those two people have actually said anything concrete and have actually done anything to establish a ceasefire, which is what we need.
So it's their stance or lack thereof on Palestine that bothers you. Okay, I can get that.
Yeah.
So given that you think they're as bad as each other, who would you want to win out of the two?
Honestly, I would not cast a vote because essentially, even if you think about it, right, looking at the legal system that they have going, I personally don't know how America's like voting system works, but I don't really feel like it's in the best interest of the people.
Okay.
So even if you vote, you're still going to be worse off either way.
Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, who do you think will win?
I think Kamala, she's riding a wave right now that she's uniting a lot of people. Okay. So I could see that happening.
Okay. What are your thoughts on each of them?
Well, Donald Trump, he kind of I guess came from outside the political system. So I guess he kind of changed or challenged the status quo in America. But I guess that was what he originally came from. What he actually did ended up being a lot different. And he kind of just divided people, made everything about his tweets rather than maybe his policies. And the Jan 6 stuff was probably the last moment where if I had any kind of respect maybe for him, it kind of went away after that. Yeah.
And Kamala Harris, what do you think about her?
I'm kind of interested in what her stance on Palestine is. I think it's a little different to Joe Biden, and I think that's a good thing. I know she's a prosecutor, a lawyer. Yeah, which is quite interesting because Trump's a federal criminal, so I kind of feel like that's the best person to put against the criminal. I like her style. I think it's good as well that if a woman took power in America, because they've never had some.
Who do you want to win?
Probably Kamala Harris.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she'd do more good, more benefit for America than Trump.
Is there somebody you want to win?
僕すごい個人的な意見なんですけど、It's good thing though, accepting diversity or it's a really good thing, but sometimes people can be really extreme, like movement can be really extreme, so I would rather to be balanced everything, so not too strong right wing or left wing. So I would say it's also my guessing though. I think Trump will win. Then it's kind of balancing stuff.
トランプとカマラはどう思いますか？
でもトランプはある意味ロシアとコミュニケーションも取れそううまく、とかノースコリアとかともうまい感じにすごい大きい戦争に にならずに、なんかこう、うまくなだめそうな気もするけど、なんか結構わからないから、なんかいきなり変なことを、事件を起こしたりとかしそうだから、そこは結構不安。でも、そのもう一人の人は、そこまでよくわかんない。でも、バイデンさんが結構おじいちゃんだったから、まあそれよりは、マシなのかな、くらい。
トランプさんは最初あんまりいいイメージなかったんですけど、でもやっぱり日本の元安倍首相とすごいやっぱり信頼関係を築いてたので、あとやっぱり次当選したら2回目だから、まあ信頼感はそれなりにあるのかなっていう感じで、ハリスさんはなんかそれこそ BBC で支持率が高いって出てたんですけど、まあでもトランプさんと比べたら、まあトランプさんの方がちょっと優勢かなって思ってます。オバマ。オバマ、そうね、オバマ。
多分トランプ。みんな知ってるし、なんか he has experience。なんか昔の経験もあるから、多分なんか新しい人は、ちょっとまあまだ難しい。なんかもうちょっと今の位置で経験を積んだら変わるかもしれないけど、多分今回は多分トランプの方が支持率は高いかなと思う。
Hi everyone, I hope you're enjoying this video. If you would like help in how to communicate with Japanese people and communicate with people from around the world, sign up to my Patreon where I can give you tips about how I learned Japanese myself, how I've made friends with lots of Japanese people, how I'm able to do street interviews in Japanese with Japanese people. Sign up to the Patreon for exclusive access and help with your Japanese journey. And back to the video.
私は結構トランプは好きです。
トランプ好きですか？どうしてですか？
おじいちゃんなのに、すごいガッツある。で、あとビジネスパーソンだし、まあわかんない。その大統領としてとか、いろんなところで見たときに、適任者かって言われたらわからないけれども、トランプっていう人自体は、すごいガッツがあって、たくましい人だなと思って、そういう側面は好きです。大統領としてどうなのかわかんないけど、私ちょうどトランプが初めて大統領になった時にハワイにいて、で、もう別にあんま変わってなかったし、で、もう8年続いたわけで、それなりに支持は得てるのかなっていう感想はありますね。
カマラとトランプ、どっちの方が勝ちたいですか？
なんか女性の人新しくなった。あの人ちょっと結構、あまり良くない噂を聞いたことがあるので、なんとも言えないし、まあ別にだからといってトランプを押せるかって言われたら、なんとも言えないけど、まあ自分の国じゃないし頑張ってっていう。両方、どっちがだっても日本のためにはならないのかなとは。
どうしてですか？
結局、カマリさんは結構アジア人、日本的にはあんまり好ましい人じゃないのかなと思うし、まあトランプになるとトランプになるでなんかいろいろ言いなりになっちゃうのかなとか、まあずっと言いなりなんですけどね。
今の大統領選を見ていると、ハリスさんに頑張ってもらいたいなってすごく思ってます。勝つと思いますよ。勝ってほしいですね。
どうしてですか？
彼女がもし大統領になれるとしたら、それはトランプがいるからだと思うんですね。対抗馬に。女性で有色人種で、普通だったらなれないと思うんですよ。アメリカっていう国では。だけれども、相手のトランプがあまりにも良くないので、その力を借りてハリスはなれるんじゃないかと思う。そうすると、アメリカの社会は随分変わっていくんじゃないかと思います。
トランプとかカマラとか。
バイデンさんよりはカラマさんの方がいいんじゃないですか。バイデンさんしんどそうだったから。
あんまり詳しくないんですけど、やっぱアメリカの政権とか経済は世界中に影響を与えるので、まあなんか世界中が注目しているんじゃないかなと思います。
トランプとカマラ、その人たちの、間で一番好きな方は？
結構僕はどっちでもいいけど。
勝つのは？
いやー、でも今はカマラさんが勝ちそうだけど、日本にとっていい形で終わればいいと思ってます。
同じです。でも私バイデンさんも好きでした、結構。
どうしてバイデンさん好きなんですか？
優しそうな。
今年アメリカのエレクションがあるから、誰が勝つだと思いますか？
でもトランプ頑張ってほしいです。昔の安倍晋三とかと結構仲良くトランプ、詳しくは分かんないですよ、政治全く知らないですけど、日本ともいい関係になってくれんじゃないかっていう思いで、トランプもパッショネートだし楽しそうですね、彼が大統領になったら。
僕は彼の気持ちも分かるんですけど、トランプよりはバイデンの方がいいのかなっては思ってる。もう
できない。
あ、できない？
聞かなかった？
聞いてない。
誰が勝ちたい？
I don't like Trump
戦争しそうで怖いですよね。ちょっと怖い。
トランプとカマラにはどっちの方が好きですか？
オバマがいい。
オバマ？
The US like Obama is our president.
ほらアメリカエレクションありますから誰が勝つだと思いますか？
トランプ。民主党の方の。
どうしてトランプ？
事件があったからみんな有名になっちゃうかな。
勝ちたい方いますか？
トランプかな。
どうして？
わかんない。
トランプわかんないです。
わかんない。Okay. Hi everyone, my name is Korede and I'm embarking on an exciting challenge going from 600 subscribers to 10,000 subscribers in 1 month. I need your help to achieve this. I am a YouTuber, I make great exciting videos, traveling, asking people about hot topics. You can check out my videos, subscribe, follow, share and like. Let's hit this target of 10,000 subscribers in 1 month. Together we can do this. Let the internet unite and let's make this happen. Alright, and sorry. It's so annoying. There's so much beeping in this country with cars. It's annoying. Anyway.